So hello dosto, welcome to the Bollywood talk show on IWMBuzz. This is your host Shubhajit, and today I have with me somebody I really adore and respect her a lot. She knows it right from the very beginning, and whenever I have a conversation with her, be it over text messages or interviews like these, I always have a wide smile on my face because such is her influence. I have with me over here Vidya Balan, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining me over here.
My pleasure entirely, Shubhajit.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I have seen Sherni yesterday, and I was already telling you that I'm going to share my feedback, but I thought that maybe since we are doing it today itself, so I'll tell you today. I know Vidya Balan ma'am a little bit, and I have seen Vidya Vincent. How much personally do you think Vidya Balan has similarities or dissimilarities with Vidya Vincent as a character?
I think both of us take our work very seriously.
Yeah.
And we both like to do things the right way, the right thing the right way, no matter the consequences. So I think I don't know if I can say this for myself, but this is what I feel, that we're both women of integrity.
Well, I can certainly raise my hand on that.
Thank you. The difference is that our personalities are completely different.
Yeah.
As you can see, you've known me. You know that I love to talk, and she's the absolute opposite. Forget talking; she even smiles very rarely. So those are the differences between us.
Yeah. But these are striking differences and similarities which we all can admire and respect. But what I want to know next from your end, ma'am, is the fact that I personally do not adhere to gender roles in any kind of profession. But the reason why I'm saying female forest officer here is just to make you understand what I want to say. But it's just a forest officer at the end of the day. Wo female ho, male ho, it doesn't matter.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say over here is the fact that I personally believe, after watching Sherni yesterday, and a few of my friends watched it as well, I'm telling you in a very honest way, I feel that this movie is gonna inspire a lot of women to take up a lot of unconventional profession roles, which they probably we feel that is only restricted towards men or for men. Do you feel that that's gonna happen with this movie?
I haven't thought about that, but I hope that happens because there is still a lot of I think concern in parents' minds when it comes to allowing their girls to join the forest department, because they're worried that the jungle postings are tough and it requires them to be away from their families at that time, and therefore I think they resist that. But hopefully with this film, that will change, and I hope more women, more girls just get inspired to join the forest department. Because I have to admit to you, Shobhajit, I knew nothing about the forest department before this film. But now that I do, I think they're actually not just serving the forests, they're serving not just the country, but serving humanity. And this is true for anyone who's, who's involved with or committed to conservation, amongst other things.
Yeah. So I think that's a fair point that you mentioned, and I really hope the same, not just in case of forest department, but in any other profession. Jahan we feel ki women can't be there, they can obviously go out there and girl power all the way. But absolutely, the next question, ma'am, that I would love to ask you is that, it's about the very simple concept of, I would say simple, but it's not really that simple in reality, human versus animal conflict. What I want to know from your end is the fact that I know you are quite empathetic towards animals and their emotions. I am as well. So, do you personally feel that because of the emotions and the empathetic nature that you have towards animals, have you in some way or the other carried that forward to get deep into the skin of the character? Because no matter whatever you're doing, you need to resonate with the character in terms of the emotions. Have you done that?
Maybe unconsciously or subconsciously, not that I was aware of. Yes, I do have empathy for animals, but I will be honest with you and say that I wasn't an animal lover.
Yeah.
But I guess I do have empathy. I do tend to have empathy for most human beings, and now I feel that has extended to animals too, to the voiceless. Because of which I was able to do the film. So I think maybe Sherni happened to me at the right time, honestly.
Yeah. I think it's, I personally feel that, agar koi aur hota, I am not really sure how you have done it, because every individual have their own approach. But I personally felt that you might have carried that emotion, and which is why I wanted to ask you this. But quickly moving on to the next question that I would love to know is the fact that in the industry, I know you have gone through everything, not just me, everybody knows about it, starting from aspects like body shaming to sexism, any kind of stuff, it's always been there. And I think we discussed about it the last time as well when we were talking during Shakuntala Devi. And I think you told me a very interesting point, which I still remember. Kuch to log kahenge, logo ka kaam hai kehna. That is what you follow in life.
Yeah.
But while working in the industry, was it really that easy to, move ahead, battling all odds? And you have always tried to do that, establish your own niche as an authority, come what may. It's not about the gender, but it's the value that you carry. Do you personally feel that you have successfully done that 100% in terms of building that niche?
I've realized that in life, the only way to live is to keep moving forward. But I'm saying that to you today. Yes. I didn't know that when I was younger, when I just started out in the industry and I was going through all those rejections. At that time, I don't think I knew this actively, but I think subconsciously I must have still known it. Because there would be times when I'd go to bed crying, but I'd wake up the next morning with a new Josh. Because there was that unrelenting hunger in me to be an actor. And at night, I'd feel like, it's not working out, forget it, let me try something else. In the morning, with the first rays of the sun, I would feel like, no, let me give it one more shot. So I think I'm also an eternal optimist, and I have great faith in prayers. That has helped me in good stead, and my family support. So all these things combined, but I'm also someone who talks about whatever I'm going through. So that really helps me let go and move forward. Yeah. Because otherwise we hold on, we let it fester within until we become bitter. But when you let it go and you realize that no, tomorrow is another day.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes, it works out.
Yeah, but ma'am, in a very candid way, I want to know this. Every day you are a public, personality. There will be people who will have certain things to say. But agar wo kahin na kahin jaake every day it becomes a regular affair, people talking about your, the kind of outfits that you wear, people talking about your weight and all that. Does that somewhere down the line break your heart? Obviously, you have come out strong from it, but do you personally feel it ever broke your heart?
No, it did years ago. Now, mujhe sunai tak nahi deta when someone says something. If they do, then it's falling on deaf ears. Yeah. So they can waste their energy saying whatever. I don't have energy for that. I'm living my life.
Yeah. That's a complete badass Sherni answer. Yeah.
No, and I feel, that's true for any sort of judgment. I think it's not only for me as a public figure. I feel that if you're feeling judged by someone, then, let them waste their time judging you. You go on and live your life and make something of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And they will be the first.
Because those people who judge actually are doing nothing with their lives.
Absolutely. So they have all their eyes on us.
Yeah, exactly.
But, ma'am, you mentioned something very important. When you were going through those dull phases, you used to talk it out. You used to talk to people. Now, what I want to know from your end is the fact that it's a difficult situation right now in the country since the last year, and we don't really know where this is heading. A lot of people are going through a lot of difficult phases. Some people are going through depression. Some people are going through a lot of things. Now, because you are somebody who's influential and somebody whose words have a lot of value, I really want to ask you this thing. What would be your advice to somebody who is actually going through a lot of stuff they're having in their mind in terms of trauma and depression? And would you like to suggest something like professional help for them? Because I think in our country, it is a very underrated concept. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I think it's very important to talk to someone about how you're feeling. And while it is great to talk to anyone, I think what happens with family and friends is that because they're emotionally invested in you, they just want to jump in and give you solutions. So they're not listening to you completely, maybe. So I think it's best to seek professional help. I've been working with a healer for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
So healing is, it's not therapy, but it is like therapy. Yeah. My healer gives me lots of tools to help me just be the best version of myself at all times. So that nothing brings me down. It's human to feel down sometimes, to feel like nothing's working out and all that. But with all the healing that I've done over the years, the bounce back period has definitely reduced. So I think it's to seek professional help, counseling, therapy, healing, whatever it is. Or if nothing else, just nowadays all of us have phones, we have, you can always record a voice note on the phone and say whatever you're feeling to the phone and then delete it. That can be very healing also.
That's a new way that I figured out. That's quite interesting. Last question, ma'am, before I let you go is, obviously, you have been given the tag of Sherni and it's going to remain with you for years to come in the future as well. But apart from you, if you had to name 2 actresses from the Indian film industry who you feel are absolute Shernis in the true sense of the term, who would those 2 names be?
Very honestly, I feel each one of them is a Sherni, because I don't think it's been easy for any of them. Whether they're girls from outside the industry or whether they're girls from film families, I think each of us has had to face our own set of challenges, and therefore I think it would be very unfair just to name 2 women.
I love the answer. Can we have a mic clap for this? I don't know if anybody else can do it. I'll do it for you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's a lovely answer. And thank you so much once again for giving me your time. It's always an honor to talk to you. Thank you so much. My smile says it all, I think. And wish you all the best for everything. And I'm just hoping as soon as we can, get back to normal times, we can have these interactions in person.
Yes, I hope so too. We said that during Shakuntala last time.
Absolutely.
Now I hope we're
the next one. Tab tak theek ho jaye. Yeah.
Yes,
but thank you so much.
Subhadip.
Bye. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Bye.